Not so bad. Not so bad. Damn douche nozzles. I also want to call them I'm going to want to make a list of the things I call these little dung wigglers. They're just the sort of thing that invites a whole bunch of fanciful names. Oh look, it's a nice elevator. Let's take a sip. Oh, it wasn't a very long ride. If you want to play the Unworthy drinking game, maybe every time I go on an elevator you could take a sip. There's something. Jolly good. Co-rune. Oh yeah, there's... Oh, I almost forgot. There's... I guess it's not really implemented in the alpha yet, but there's runes. I don't know what the runes do especially. I don't even really care, to be honest, because I like runes anyway. I'm pretty much a sucker for anything that's even called runes. Runes, you know, runes are pretty much always good. I first thought runes were cool playing Ultima Underworld 2 because it had... Oh dear. God damn. Ah, blast them. I can never get them. You got to sneak up behind both of them or something. I guess the sinner's memory is lesser souls or something. They seem to have soul items. And another just good thing in this game, this seems like an obvious kind of thing, but making a run for a ladder and then using the ladder just works every time. Because, I mean, quite often in these games, actually, if you try it... Timing? No. I was hoping the Spider-Woman might come and get the third hit of my combo. What was I talking about? The ladders. Actually, you know, I was about to complain about having to watch a recharging stamina bar, but actually you do get a feel for how much you have left. It's not that important. Once you've got a feel, because I instinctively knew when I was going to run low on stamina there, if you'll see. Can replay the footage and pinpoint the moment where I knew in my heart I was going to run out of stamina because I'm so smart. As Solid Snake would say, you gotta get a feel for how many you have left. And he was talking about bullets in your clip, I think, but he could easily have been talking about stamina. And actually, I somehow needed to watch the stamina bar more in Dark Souls, so I was expecting to complain about that. Oh yeah. Actually, the way he's done the leveling up animation makes me think it might be Castlevania inspired as well. Where was I? The ladders. The friggin' ladders, alright? Look, I was thinking that in a lot of these games, like, you run up to a ladder and kind of try to grab it, you can just end up missing a lot of the time, but here, nah, it's fine. Not too bad, not too bad. For a nasty scrap with two of those unholy things, I've survived pretty well. Okay, I've also solved the mystery of the sins. I was wondering about those last time. Well, what do we have here? The five truly are cruel, are they not? Oh, sorry. I am Adria of the West. Running into creatures not tarnished in these dire times is a rare delight. Would you not agree? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were a lady. If you have come seeking refuge or salvation in the wretched halls, I fear you will find none. The catacombs once served as a resting chamber for those that denied themselves passage to Cathos. That was much too long ago. Now this place is nothing but a brooding ground for wretched abominations. Do they mean breeding ground? I'm not even sure. You would do well to take heed of the fire breathers. If you do find yourself burning, a good rolling should tame the flames. The other thing about elevators, actually, is just they're quite good for giving you a moment to think about what's happened. Or when there's a ladder in Metal Gear Solid 3 that does much the same thing. If you want to give your players a kind of natural bit of time to think about what's gone on, I think sticking them in an elevator is not the worst thing you could do. As long as it's done right. It doesn't... You can't... I mean, here, they're honestly not loading times, unlike Mass Effect, where they are just loading times. That's the other thing about the silhouette graphics. Like, I'm slightly wary about these weird man pillars. Because why the heck wouldn't I be? I'm in this place where fireball guys can just come out of the woodwork anytime. Actually, the fact that oh, there we go. Can I drop down? I think I can, actually. Yeah, I can if I want to take damage. I knew I'd take damage. I think there's a save point nearby. Also, just wanted to show, to be honest, that the falling damage is significant in this. You do not just dash down. I imagine you are wondering what I am doing in such a horrid place. I am in search of my brother. We were separated on the night of the pinnacle, separated between light and dark. It is a memory best not unearthed. Oh, I wish they were doing... Well, actually, I don't wish they were doing voice acting for this. It's probably better to not have voices. Although I do kind of like games that have less detailed graphics and better sound. This game's got good sound. What sound they have is clearly good. You can really hear the stuff. Maybe they could add stone footstep sounds for the catacombs here. I'll put that in my suggestion list. Add it to the list, Ken. Oh, dang it. I think I might just have reached a significant dead end. Well, time to take my punishment. Ken, have a drink of cappuccino again as reward. Oh man, just lovely. There is no cappuccino to be found in this place. Only your doom. I like how they pitch the writing, actually. It's not too melodramatic. You can easily get a bit too heavy-handed with the "Oh, doom! Doom and despair, you fools!" Oh dear. God. Ah, blast them. Oh, dearie me! Oh, Santa Maria! Things got a real turn for the worst there. I'm a bit lost, to be honest. Let's go back up. The thing is, you can't activate the lifts in this game unless you've killed the enemies nearby, I think, so you can't just dash past them. You do actually have to engage, which is smart. Well, if anything, the Souls games did sometimes have a weakness. Bloodborne too, almost Bloodborne particularly, where you could just dash past people, and once you knew the route to dash, at least, you could just ignore them a lot of the time and didn't really have to get involved. And that's what these games are all about. That's what Dark Souls did. It forced you to get involved. You could either get obsessed or you could go home. And also, what's the essence of Altus? Essence of the Betrayer. There seems to be a faint light inside. Is that Souls or something? I mean, Sin. Sin. It's totally different from Souls, you guys. But this is a bit of a pet peeve, actually, for picking up items. It's not really even about this game in particular. But, like, say you're walking along and you pick up an item, like a really obscure item that says something like Soul of Altus or whatever. And, like, if you pick something up in real life, you don't have to consult a menu to look at it, right? You just pick it up and there it is in your hand and you look at it. There's no disjoint. But quite often in games, you pick up some item, and then you've got to open a menu, and you've got to look at all the categories, and, you know, you're lucky if the game has messaged clearly what category the item is in, and you have to, like, scroll down and find the item, and then it'll tell you something. Like, why... At least there should be a shortcut or something, like you can click the right joystick to look at it, or it could just tell you right now what it is, or just, I don't know, this whole business of, like, stuff you've just now picked up, it being hard to look at it. I'm not necessarily even really fingering this game in particular for that, but that's something they could do. You could add something where it gives you the description for the item when you pick it up, as well as when you look at it. Now, I hope you all can tell that scenery has changed and something large appears to be approaching, so I'll take a sip of my restorative cappuccino and we'll do this thing. Oh, that was so nice. I'm going to have another. Any problem with these cappuccino things is they kind of leave froth behind at the bottom. You get this kind of nasty froth, but honestly, it's worth it, and as first world problems go. I don't quite get these fadey in, fadey out cinematics they have. I don't know if the transition feels like it could be cleaner. Can best Narcos the first anvil in a battle of wits? No.